Hi, I'm Andy Kinder. Today you join me at the fabulous Maver Dynamite Ayfield Lakes. It can only mean one thing. It's Match This Final. So, the anglers have drawn. They've drawn the pegs. They're all in the process of getting set up. Weather's fantastic, I might say. We've got a lovely little breeze what's blowing down here. Not the warmest of days, but it's certainly not the coolest of days. And all these anglers are now at the pegs. They're all getting ready. They'll be setting up a multitude of things. I think we should go down and interview one or two of them and try and get a little insight. Are they going to try and win 60, yep, £60,000 to the winner today? So let's get off, meet one or two of the guys. Right, here we are, first of the competitors, and I don't think I could pick any angler finer than interviewing this man first. 5 times world champion, Alan Scotton, good friend as well. Al, you fancy it?
This morning we had a walk round lake, as we do. I mean, often, you know, in the morning we check where fish are, because early morning they're often showing themselves in places. And it seemed like from sort of the end of the island here to the top of the lake seemed to be where the most fish were. Anywhere past the island looked like there weren't so many fish moving about, but we just don't know really. It's another day.
Yeah, well, we were here yesterday setting up. There were a lot of fish down this end, and I was more than happy when you drew down here. And I thought, you know, you were you, Oliver? Were you happy with your dad drawing here?
Yeah, bang on. Can't complain really. It caught some fish last Monday on the last match, so you've got to be happy about the draw.
Got to be happy. So, Alan's happy. Oliver, his son, bank runner, he's happy. So, 2 happy people. Can we walk away with 60 grand off?
I mean, you've got to think of it like this. There's not been many of these matches, these bigger matches, won at this, you know, this side at Lake. A lot of time it's been won at opposite side. But we know what carp's like. They move around all the time. And, you know, last big match here was obviously Fishermania final. And you wouldn't have called the peg that won that. So, you know, if the fish are on the bar, there's like a gravel bar runs down from the island here, where it's shallower water. And if the fish want to be on that bar, then, you know, it'll be a good day, I'm sure.
Well, I'm not going to tell you that. One's just stopped on it as we were speaking, so
that's perfect,
like
isn't it?
Few fish on that bar.
You couldn't get that better.
So all I'm going to say to that, he is a 5 times world champion. I'm sure he'd love the Match This crown on his CV. So best of luck, Al.
Cheers, thanks very much, Andy.
Right, we'll move along and try and interview a few more of the others for you. Right, so we've moved further down the bank, and who else is it to talk to? Serial finalist, former winner, Andy Power. How are you, mate? All right?
I'm all right, how are you?
Yeah, I'm really, really good, mate. So, what do you reckon? Fancy it?
I can't seem to get away from this area.
You love this area, don't you? I think we might rename this bank Power Bank. What do you reckon? Because you're always here, mate, aren't you? You're always in this area for some reason.
Oh no, no good. Not where I want to be. But you never know. Fish have fins, they can move around anywhere, turn up anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think we can look back at Fishermania, Andy, and like nobody predicted Harry Bignell's peg to win, you know, and it suddenly like turned up. So I don't know. I think that's the good thing about Ayfield Lakes. It throws surprises into the
it's
mix. It's
unpredictable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's unpredictable. That's what makes it a good final venue, I think. Yeah. So I don't want you to go too much into tactics, but no doubt there'll be a few wagglers involved here with Mr. Powers, won't there? And a bit of bomb and.
Not really the peg I wanted to be on it, but you know I've got to point the island, so if they go on the feeder, I've got a good chance.
Yeah. Well, could Andy be the first person to put the name on the trophy twice? No doubt you'll be trying, mate. 60 grand on offer. So hope you win, and best of luck. We're gonna go a little bit further, interview even a few more others. Right, so we move further down Island Lake, and here we are with Maver Man himself, Sam Brown.
You all right, Andy?
Hey up, Sam, how are we going?
Yeah, not too bad.
Well, what can I say? Another final?
Yes, yeah, I think this is this 4th?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 4. Yeah.
4 final for Sam.
So
just
maybe
like,
one day, yeah.
one day the ship's going to come in, mate. Could it be today? What you fancying, TP? You fancy it?
It wouldn't be my first choice, no. I think I'm just a bit too far down. We saw some fish this morning in like the middle of the lake, and then down past the island where I think it's at permanent 12 or something like that, 12. 10, 11, 12. That's where the majority seem to be. But you never know on this lake. It's been fishing hard. Like the winner could come from anywhere. Like.
Yeah. Well,
Just got to stay
I
optimistic.
think we've said it already before. We interviewed Alan, and Alan was saying, you know, you never know on this lake. You never aren't it. And talking to a man who's never aren't it, this guy in Fishermania this year, 90 minutes to go and not had a bite, and like everybody thought he physically died on the box, but came back with a brilliant last 90 minutes performance, Sam, to come second.
Yeah, I'll take that again, definitely.
Take that again,
yeah.
win £10,000, come second, but hopefully you can do one better today, mate.
Yeah, it would be nice, yeah, but I'd be happy to win any prize today, to be honest, from where I am, so yeah. We'll see what happens.
Well, you've done the hardest bit, mate. Physically getting here, the hardest bit. The easy bit is to win the final. So I wish you good luck, mate.
Cheers,
good
Andy.
luck. Bring it home to the Maver stable. Let's see a Maver angler win. Match this.
I'll try my best.
Who could I be with now? I'm no other than Callum Dix, another Maver sponsored angler, made his first final. All excited, Cam?
Yeah, it should be good. I think it's going to be a good match. I'm hoping it's going to be a low weight. If 50, 60, 70 pounds sort of wins, I think I've got a chance. If you're going to be looking for 80 or 90, I don't think I can catch that up here. It's not the end of the lake that I wanted to draw, but I am the end. So I've got a chance. I think I've got a chance.
Yeah,
if I can fish a good match and pull some out of the hat, you know, maybe.
Yeah, well, I think when, you know, we look at the in the mix match, what was on here the other week, and nobody expected a weight down here, and the actual best weight off the lake actually came from down this end of the lake.
Right,
so,
yeah.
you know, one or two fish about looking at it.
Yeah, I've seen a few fish top. I'd be much happier if the wind was blowing up here, but you can't have everything, I suppose. But I'm going to fish in a certain way that's a little bit out there and does give me a chance. So if it works, then I think I've got a real good chance.
Are you going to tell us? You can tell us.
No, not yet.
No, you can actually tell it. You
No.
don't want to tell us.
I'll tell you in about 6 hours. If
Tell you in about
it does
6 hours
work.
if it works. Well, if we're
If
giving
it done, I'll be gone.
if we're giving you a cheque for £60,000, you're more than willing. You're going to have to tell us.
Yeah, I will tell you.
You're going to have
then.
to tell us.
Yeah.
So
but-
great, Callum. It's great to have you in this final, mate.
Yeah,
I know you fished a lot of the qualifiers.
Yeah.
You qualified quite early, so
Yeah.
it's great to have you there. Being sponsored by Maver on a Maver event, which is fantastic, and we wish you the best of luck,
Thank
my
you
man.
very much. We'll see you after.
Yeah, good luck. Right, so now we are over on the grass bank of Ayfield, and we're in form peg 21. And who's drawn it? One of our young up-and-coming anglers of the future, I might say. Young Christian Jones, how are we, Chris?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah, all good. I fancy the peg.
I should think
You've
you
got
do
to,
fancy this
you know
peg.
it's a peg that can, on its day, fish really well on here. It's got a good bomb line, hasn't it? It's got, you know, nice and shallow where you chuck, nice hard bottom, and you've got a good method chuck as well. So
Yeah, I think it has a lot of things going for it, this
Yeah.
peg. I think of all the 27 anglers here this morning, I think they all wanted peg 9, and you were second to draw?
second to draw.
Yeah, he was second to draw. Now, Christian actually qualified back in 2009.
Yeah, 2020, but it
Yeah.
was March, so
Yeah,
a while
March
ago.
2020, and with the pandemic, what we had on, he's had to wait a long time for this. So you've had loads of time to prepare, haven't you?
Yeah, a load of time to think about it. I'm glad it's, you know, finally here, and I'm raring to go. Do you know what I mean? It's been a long build-up.
So don't set him at the end. Oh, I didn't have enough rigs tied up, because you've had he's had virtually a year and a half
Yeah.
to tie him up. So,
Yeah.
well, I wish you good luck, mate, because like I said, this is the form peg, and there's a lot of people going to be around here watching you. So, good luck.
Cheers, mate.
You was here last year.
Yeah, last final, yeah. Over on peg 53.
Yeah.
And I think Trigg actually was second in the match here, wasn't he there? So, yeah.
Are we going to see Christian Jones's name on that trophy?
Hopefully, mate. I'm hoping so.
Hopefully, a little bit of confidence
Fingers
here for you.
crossed.
Right, good luck, mate. We'll wish you luck. We're going to go further along the bank, catch one more angler before the match starts. Right, here we are. We're virtually on one of the last pegs here on the grass bank, and it's none other than good friend should I say, of mine, Simon Fry, and his bank runner Darren Cox. Simon, all ready for it?
Ready to go, Andy. Ready
Ready.
to go, my old mate. Yes.
Yeah,
So
a lot of fish out in front of you here,
there
Simon.
are. Yeah, I was quite surprised when I walked over this morning, and it was solid. They've kind of been drifting from here to the island and back, and have drifted off, and then have come back again. And there's a lot of fish. Whether they feed or not is another thing. I've seen it like this before, when you know you see the fish,
just
you can't catch
disappear.
them, and they
Yeah,
just
as soon
disappear.
as that outer sounds at 12 o'clock, it's
Yeah.
like, right, that's it, we've had enough.
But there's certainly some fish there at the moment. Yeah.
Looks a lot of fish here. And you've got your good friend and also a boss, I might say, Darren. What did you, Darren? You were going to be giving him a bit of elbow, a bit of moral support.
Yeah, I mean, he's done fantastic getting the final. I told him not to because we're going to Ireland tonight, so it's going to be a bit awkward. But hopefully these fish here will stay here and we've got a chance picking a few fish off. I mean, you know what it's like. These big finals could be won from anywhere. There'll be 1 or 2 pegs where there's a lot of fish feed, won't there?
I think everybody we spoke to said, you know, Ayfield is one of them places that the winner can come from a lot of pegs, even the most unpredictable pegs at times it can come from.
There's always favoured areas, aren't there? I mean, the sort of, all the island pegs on this side tend to be favoured pegs. I suppose if you look at the history, that'll be where most of the matches are won from. But, as you say, you never know.
You never know. So, there we have it. You've seen a few people, we've interviewed a few people. They're all going to be gunning to try and get their name on that trophy. £60,000, it's a lot of money. So good luck, guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Leave you to it now and hopefully you catch loads.
Cheers, mate.
There we go. We've been round, we've interviewed the anglers, we've interviewed the runners, we've interviewed the riders. We are literally seconds away from match this starting. Bob Dyer, he's on stage, he's got the horn ready. It's going to start any time. My heart's pounding. I certainly don't know what these guys are going to be like. But what a match this we've got coming up. Oh! And there you have it, all in. Match this 2021. Right, well here we are. We are 1 hour in to this year's Match This 2021 and a little bit of a slow start for some, a little bit of a quick start for others. I think it was something what was expected. You know, with the weather, it's been quite a cool, we've had some really cool nights and I've also got quite a cool northwesterly wind on it, so not the hectic start what I think a lot expected, but nothing what I didn't expect at all. But we have got a few people catching and there's already one little battle happening on the bank and it's over my left-hand shoulder with Tom Edwards and 5-time world champ Alan Scotton. They've had a little bit of a tussle between each other and they pretty much fish for fish. I think Tom is just edging it at the minute. He's probably got in the region of 10 or 11 pounds and Alan will have getting on for £10. So the pegs, like I said, over my left-hand shoulder, pegs which I really fancied, I must admit. They're on what we call the bar of this lake. It's a shallow gravel bar what runs out from the island. No real key features to think of, but you've got that underwater bar and you know, we're actually sat on the stage watching them and we can see there's a lot of fish sort of moving about and milling about and dropping over the bar and catching a few fish there. So nice little peg for peg battle going on between them two. You know, is it going to be the young pretender that turns over the old lad? You know, who's your money going to be on? Both brilliant anglers in their own right. One what's won everything, one who's up and coming. So who knows? We'll watch that one. But all eyes are on the right-hand bank with young Jack Turner. Jack Turner has already caught 3 or 4 decent carp. I think he's catching on a waggler, which again, thrown a little bit of a spanner in the works. I didn't think there'd be many fish caught on wagglers today with this cold wind. But That's Maver Dynamite Hayfield Lakes for you. Always throws a spanner in works, and he has caught quite a few decent carp already on a waggler, and we think he's our early leader an hour in. He's probably got 16 to 17 pound, may have 20 pounds, I don't know. And just as I'm talking now, I'm actually looking over, and Simon Fry, who's next peg to Jack, he's just played a carp and netted it about 4 pounds. So early signs are there's a few fish in and among this bottom bank, in and among this bar where Alan and Tom is. So, you know, are the fish going to drift from one side to the other and they're each going to take turns in catching fish? I don't know. But we move further down the lake, and, you know, it's not all just happening at this top end. There is fish getting caught down the lake as well. I know Simon Skelton had caught some fish. Andy Power had already caught a few fish. And also, right in the early numbers, peg 1, Tony Coates, who was a bit unsure about his pegging, but he's already caught some fish early. So an hour in, long way to go, long way to go. It's certainly not a sprint, it's definitely a marathon, and these fish, they're prone to drift round anywhere on this lake. They'll gradually be finding somewhere where they want to settle, where they want to feel the most comfortable. And, you know, everybody was on about peg 9 this morning with Christian Jones saying, you know, that could be the peg. Up to now, it's not lived up to any of those expectations at the minute, but again, early days. And if them fish what are here in this open water decide to back up into that island, who's to say he's not going to come with a late charge? But as it stands at the minute, it's Jack Turner, Alan Scotton, Tom Edwards fighting it out in this Battle of the Bay, we'll call it. Right, well, fishing's underway. As you can tell, they're an hour into the match, they're all underway, they're all catching a few fish, so I think it's no better time to have a little wander over to the Maver stand and have a look at all the latest new arrivals. And the first one I've got to show you is this man,
Hey up, Andy.
Stephen Bellion. Steve's a new recruit for us, business development manager, Steve.
Yeah, head of business development for Maver UK.
Head of business development for us. He's a new arrival, part of the team. Steve, your first Match This Final. Yeah, what do you say?
Fantastic, yeah, great atmosphere, some really close battles going on. It's going to be interesting at the weigh-in because I think it's going to be a lot tighter than what people think it's going to be. But it's really interesting, fish coming out from all over the lake. Obviously, we've got 5 times doing a bit of a job. Little battle going down there with Tommy Edwards. So it'd be interesting to see how it pans out.
Great match. Well, we've got a load of new products here,
Certainly
so
have.
we're just going to have a little bit of a scope round. Steve's going to point a few bits out, I'm going to point a few bits out, and we'll show all you guys what we've got new. Exciting times really, Steve, for us, isn't it? I think we've got a lot of new stuff.
Definitely. I mean, moving forwards, I mean, looking at where we want to take the products and obviously bring everything into the era that we're focusing on. Got some really exciting developments, really exciting products which are really going to change the way that we fish on the bank and the way that we present ourselves as well.
Well, talking of new products, we're definitely going to look at these 2 brand new seat boxes because they're looking at us right here and now. Certainly this one, SXI 36 top of the range seat box, which has literally just come into the country, Steve.
It certainly has, yeah, and what a bit of kit. I mean, when we were looking at developing boxes, the market was screaming out for a modular system. This is something it bags, modular in bags. I mean, have a look at it, absolutely fantastic product, rigid, solid, exactly what you want on the bank, and it looks the bee's knees as well.
Proper stunning seat box, I think. I like the carbon effect finish on the box.
Yeah, 5 hours on that, it's like sitting 5 hours in an armchair. It's a right bit of kit.
Well, the type of fishing I do, you need to be sat in an armchair because I don't get that many bites, Steve, places I fish. I don't get that many bites. So, you know, it's all about getting comfy on the bank, and that certainly, in my opinion, ticks all the boxes.
Right, and much more.
Yeah, also new feeder arms to compete, new side trays as well. That's the lovely new feeder side tray what we've got there, and that's been done a little bit different in the fact that we've incorporated an hard top and also an hard base in which to put your tins and other bits and pieces in here.
Yeah,
Try to make it that little bit different, and I think one of the the key points to this, Steve, and I know you'll back me up, is the locking lid. That is a brilliant feature, I think, of this side tray now.
Yeah, fantastic. When you're taking your bait to the peg, you got your bits and pieces in there as well. The fact that you can just close it up, lock it, everything's safe and secure. I mean, you could practically, I know you could stand on that and you wouldn't have an issue. It's self-supporting, so no need for any additional bars underneath to take the weight of it. Absolutely fantastic bit of kit.
Yeah, great bit of kit, because, you know, not everywhere is like here at Ayfield, where you can get extra legs. They're massive platforms here, but other venues around the country, you've not got that like facility of really big platforms. So you just get your box on. So you need a side tray that's going to be fully supportive. And both this one, which is the feeder tray, and I'm going to move across here onto this one. I love this box. The compact SXI 36. Steve, great box.
Absolutely fantastic. So going around local fisheries, mainly fisheries, I'm asking the fishery owners, what are people looking for? What do they want out of the box? And these are the anglers that don't want to carry a lot of kit, want to travel lightweight, have a little bit of tackle, but aren't necessarily fishing matches or involved in club matches where they don't want to take anything with them. They want a box with a foot plate, they want a box with the modular system, they want a box where they can put attachments, 36mm attachments. This ticks all the boxes. Absolutely quality bit of kit. I mean, I'm sure you'll agree, it's absolutely stunning as well.
Yeah, and I tell you what else I like about it, you know, the feeder market or the feeder angler, it's quite a strong sort of thing now. And, you know, the feeder anglers out there, that is all they would need. They just basically want something to sit on.
Definitely.
Something to put the feeders in, a couple of spare reels, but they need the foot plate and everything about it. And that ticks the boxes for me.
It's a one-stop box system, isn't it? It ticks all the boxes. No,
Yeah.
One-stop box system. Again, it's got the same quality seat as it has on the top-end model. You'll be comfortable all day. 36mm legs, H-frame. It's a fantastic bit of kit.
Yeah, you don't have to buy any extra trays for this if you don't want. It's fully adjustable in its height to suit you, the angler, whether you're as small as me or as tall as giant haystacks. It don't really matter. You can build that box with the floating H-frame to suit your every need. And I really like this box. And as you know, I do a lot of feeder fishing. You can get really comfy on this. So yeah, another great box, $399. I think it's a brilliant price.
It's a steal.
Yeah, it's an absolute steal. And a couple of new side trays as well. These are the in thing with the hooded side trays with the nice awnings on. Both these, what we've got, two new ones. We've got a medium and a large one. I personally like the feeder tray. That's my type of fishing, what I do. But I bet you like these, Steve, don't you?
For the sort of fishing that I do on the various different commercials, these tick all the boxes for me. So again, we've got that super self-supporting bracket system, which on the large tray fits over both legs. You're not going to have any issues with your droopiness of your side tray when you're putting your larger bait tubs on there, whether they be full of pellets or paste as we've just had, or even ground bait as well. It's got all the support there that you need to have a sturdy side tray that's going to last the test of time as well.
Yeah, and you know, these aren't just made for our boxers. They will fit any boxers on the market that you've got. If you're just looking for a side tray, they fit all boxes because there's 36 and 30mm attachments. They will go straight onto them.
Another great thing about this one as well is the hood on it. A lot of the hoods that I see on side trays only come up vertically, so pointing straight up. With this side tray, the hood actually goes on a little bit more of an angle. So instead of coming up vertically, you've got a little bit more of an angle, so it's more protected from the elements. So whether it's raining, snowing, winter's coming up, you don't want any snow getting on your pellets.
No, Steve, not yet.
No maggots escaping all over your side tray. This absolutely protects your baits. It's absolutely solid, really stunning features, great graphics, and obviously keep your bait nice and dry and protected from the elements.
Really popular these trays now. So yeah, great trays, covered all the elements, great box for feeder fishing. And while we're talking about feeder fishing, let's just check out some new rods what we've got out. And we have got two absolute beautiful new Rangers what have just hit the market. And I'll start my end and then I'll pass it across to Steve, because I know Steve's been using these ones on the end, the new MVR Mark II, so I'll not mention too much about them. But this end, in particular, we've got the new Reality Evos. Now, anybody what's watched my Tuesday Night Lives, I used one of these the other week, the 10-foot feeder. Brilliant rods, which range in a price from $50 to sort of like £65 for the entire range. You've got 9, 10s, 11s, 12-foot feeders. You've got 10s, 11s, 12s, 13-foot match rods. So, you know, if you want a nice, good rod at a realistic price, Reality Evos are the one for you. You know, we've soaked them up a little bit, we've made them that little bit stronger, they've got a bit more power through them. The carp on all these venues we're all going to are getting bigger and bigger. So we've just made them that little bit more beefier, put some little bit bigger guides on them, and gave them the old go faster stripes, should we say. And talking of go faster stripes, we're going to move across to these on the end, and Steve's been using these, I think.
I have indeed, yeah. And what a fantastic bit of kit. So first thing that got me when I got these rods was the graphics, really current. Using these rods, I fish a lot of various different venues, whether it be F1 fishing, where you could be hooking a £2-3 F1, but you never know when that tick goes round whether it's going to be a £15-20 carp. For me, these have been absolutely fantastic. They've got all the suppleness to be able to handle light F1 work at distance when you're chucking wagglers to an island, or whether you're chucking little hybrid feeders, or if you're fishing on bigger lakes as well, chucking bomb and pellet up to 45-50 gram method feeders. These have been absolutely fantastic, and they're my go-to rod. A lot of backbone in the blank, a lot of backbone. Perfect when you've got the fish under your feet for fighting and winning that last ditch battle.
Yeah.
Quite often a lot of rods you lose in the net.
That was the thing with the new Mark IIs on the MVRs. We wanted something what was substantially stronger than the previous ones, because yeah, the carp are getting bigger all over the place. Same thing again, we've got that rods, like Steve says, Steve said, we've got that little bit of extra backbone, that little bit of pull back ability, if you want to call it, that, you know, when you're not winning, you can like winch the power in and like win the battle, if that makes sense. But nice little subtle range, 9, 10, 11-foot feeder, and just an 11-foot pellet waggler rod in that range. And you know, they all range from about 100 to 125, 129.99. So right in that like perfect mid to top end range quality at that price. Great rods.
Definitely, 100%.
Well, as you can see from this end of the lake, certainly from the island up and the bottom bank, don't really seem to be happening for a lot of people. The fish just want to be at the bottom end of the lake, and who knows why. You know, the fish, we can't ask them when we catch one, but the fish just don't want to be at this top end of the lake. They just want to be at the bottom end. But Usa said these fish are not suddenly going to, and they do, it happens, it's a regular thing that it happens. Fish in front of them, there's definitely fish in front of them. All these anglers we've spoke to have all said how many fish are physically in front of them, but they don't want to feed. Right, well here we go, we are halfway through, and seems to be hotting up on the riverbank as we speak. As you can see, Dave Scott is here now playing a fish, while we've just sat here now, just setting up on camera. This is the second fish he's just had, and not carp I might add, they are Carasio, but at £2 a piece, they are quite quick weight builders, and they do live in this area of the lake. Now, I do know Dave had already caught some fish quite early, so is he making a little bit of a late charge on this £60,000? I don't know, but the action seems to be hotting up further down the bank with Jack Turner and Simon Fry. Right, the action seems to be hotting up further down the bank with Jack Turner and Simon Fry. You can see Jackie's just winding in there now. It's all been waggler fishing that end of the lake. Lots and lots of fish. They just seem to be hanging in that little bit of calmer water past this cool northwesterly wind. And it's a little bit of a calm off the end of the island. They've not got lots of fish, but they are catching carp at that end. Not many bites, but they're literally flogging it, and catching a few fish, and when they get one, it's a big fish. I feel sorry for Jack a little bit because he's got a lot of fish in his peg, and I know for a fact he's hooked certainly 4 or 5 which have been foul hooked, and he's lost them all. But he has got quite a few in his net, and I know he's got in the region mid-20s, possibly towards £30. And Simon Fry, who's the other side of Jack, I think he's right on the edge of the fish, and a few keep drifting down towards him, and he keeps catching the odd fish when Jack lets one through to him, I think. And but Simon's got in the region of £20, but a couple of bites changes everything on here. But this is where the action seems to be happening, on the grass bank. I know the wood bank, which we are going to go across to, a few people have caught on there, and it seems to be hotting up as we go along further into this match. Right, well, here you see Dave Scott, and I think we could have a late charge happen on these pegs, because we ain't been stood here long, and he's already caught a couple. He's got another one on now, and I always said I thought these fish might potentially move or move higher up the lake. Is this now happening with Dave? Who knows? But he's the only one what seems to be now getting bites on a regular basis and catching fish. Is he coming with a late run? Is he going to win 60 grand? All will be revealed. This match I always thought were going to be a bomb come feeder match, and it's totally thrown it onto us. And Dave is catching on a waggler. He's casting really, really tight to the island, fishing a brilliant match, I might say, and the fish have suddenly seemed to have switched on for him. He's caught some Carasio. He hasn't had many carp, but the Carasios, £2 each, quick, good weight builders, don't fight very much. But I think he's attached himself to a carp here. If that's a Carasio, it's a world record one, but that's definitely a carp he's playing now. This could bring him right back into it now. Really, really could. I know he's got all his family up watching him, and he's from Oxford, he's Dave. So he's travelled a fair way to get here. Really, really nice lad, and a damn good angler to boot, I might say. You see he's fishing a waggler. He's probably fishing about 3 to 4 foot deep, which is the right depth here. You know, he's been up, he's practiced, he's caught a lot of fish. He's quickly worked out how to catch these airfield carp. They don't really like to feed mega shallow. He's just going to take his time with this. You know, anybody what hooks a carp on today, you know, it might be the difference between winning and losing today. The margin or the field, it's going to be very, very, very tight this match, which I think makes for a brilliant match. Few bites and you're back in it. You can 0 to hero in no time. Let's just hope he gets this in. Don't get the curse of the camera. Might want to interview his family, John, here. Yeah, here we go. It's getting near that crucial stage. He's chasing it. Go on. Oh, there we go. Get in. Well, that is a really, really nice fish. At least, I don't know, it's got to be £6. So that's suddenly £6, couple of 3. He's probably caught at least £10 in his last 3 or 4 chucks. So have we now got a new leader in Dave Scott? Right, well, here we are, back of Si Fry. Here we are at back of Simon Fry. Simon caught quite a few fish early. Caught them on a waggler with Jack Turner. Jack Turner were next to him. Proper little fish for fish battle going on between them. I always felt that Jack was on more fish than Simon, but Simon's held his own. He's held his own and he's stayed in the race. Whether there's actually enough fish down here now for Simon, I don't know. I've just got that funny feeling these fish are moving. They're moving from where Jack were, moving from where Simon were, and I think they're now moving slightly further up the lake towards sort of permanent peg 21, which is peg 9, and peg 8, where we've just seen Dave Scott catch 3 fish quite quickly. And I don't think anybody's done that on the match at all anywhere. But he has caught 3 fish really, really quickly up there. So, you know, are the fish on the move? I know Simon, he's been fishing a waggler along with Jack, but he's now just chucked a bomb over his pellets, what he's been loose feeding. Hoping that a few fish might have gone down to feed on the bottom. But 2 or 3 bites, just what's happened there with Dave Scott. You can see a fish has just chopped there in his peg. So, you know, the fish is still here. It's just if they're going to have a feed. Are we going to get that golden hour when the fish are going to feed? Right, well, Matt Higgins, you can see, he's just winding in now. He's just caught quite a decent carp on the waggler. Now, it's a bit unreliable what Matt's got, but I've just spoke to one of his friends and they've told me that Matt's got a good 20 pound plus. So, has he put himself back in the race? Right, Wayne Rook is in among the leaders. He's definitely got 30 pound. Right, here we are. This, who we think is our current leader, it's Tom Edwards. He's certainly got over 30 pound. And again, he's switched tactics quite a few times as Tom through the day. He started on a feeder, we've seen him fishing a pole. He's certainly fishing a pellet waggler now. So, man of many methods is our Tom by the looks of things, but we think he is the current leader. But a fish either way by a few of these people could go either way. Oh, Simon Fry. Simon Fry playing a fish. Is Simon making a late charge at this? It's all happening at this end. We're going to certainly get down the wood bank at some stage, but it's just all happening. Just all happening. Anybody who says fishing's boring, you really want to have been here today, because you know, not been easy for a lot of these guys, but you've seen some proper, true professional anglers on the bank today catching these fish. Crucial time now. Crucial time this to netting any fish. He's done the hard bit. He's hooked the fish. Just got to take his time. Here he goes. It's under his net. So he's taking his time. Not got to rush it. Every single pound today could be worth a fortune. Well focused on what he's doing. Down his bank runner will be keeping him in check. Here we go, it's in. That's another decent carp what Simon's got. Not one of the big Ayfield carp, but certainly 4 or 5 pound. All to play for Simon. Right, here we focus on Matt Higgins. Matt Higgins just won £10,000 on this venue less than a week ago in Dynamite's in the mixed match. Is he going to add this one to his crown? You see, he's playing another carp as we speak, and I do know for a fact he's probably got in the region of £30 as well. So, is he going to be the man that jumps in and takes his crown? Definitely fishing a waggler. Taking his time. No stranger to finals is Matt. Been in numerous Match This finals. Also a Fishermania. Again, pellet wagglers doing damage. Everybody seems now to be catching on a pellet waggler, other than really right down at this bottom end where Alan Scotton is, and Tom Edwards, who seems to still keep chucking onto that shallow water on the bar. That's where they've caught. You know, it's one of the only shallow bits of this lake where they're catching. Perhaps that's the depth these carp want to feed at today. See Matt's waggler, and there you go. That looks 5 or 6 pound. Right, well, here we are on the wood bank. You can see just sinking his line, casting across to that shallow bar is 5 times world champion himself, Alan Scotton. Alan has just caught a couple of fish. He's caught some carp, he's caught some carasio. He has now put himself seriously back in the race. And I'm just like panning around the lakes now and looking across to where Alan's fishing, and there's a lot of fish moving. He's playing the patience game. He's playing the pipe and slippers type of match. He's sat there waiting for that rod to get dragged round with a carp, what's attaching itself while he's chucking to that bar. Alan got brought up doing this type of fishing. He's a brilliant feeder angler. I know he fishes in the main England team float fishing, but you know, Alan can fish a feeder as good as anybody in the country, and he's making a late charge. Here we are, we're down on the wood bank and we're sat behind no other than my good friend and 5-time world champion Alan, and I'm sat with his lovely wife Sandra.
Hello.
Watching Alan.
Yeah, just landed another one.
Just landed another fish. He's fished a great match, Sandra, up to now, hasn't he? It's not been an easy match, but I think he's fished a really, really good match so far.
Yeah, it's been obviously steady on the whole lake. Young Tom Edwards next to him's probably winning the match, is he though? I mean, he's fished a very tidy match, fishing over to the island. He's a very good angler, but Alan's clawing back a little bit at the moment, so fingers crossed.
Is he going to make a late charge? He wants to win this, doesn't he?
I hope so. He keeps bringing these gold medals back, but he never brings any money back, so hopefully today he might bring some money.
Would he share it with you?
Oh, I don't know
Or would
about
you just
that.
put your name on it?
I think he's got 2 kids as well that might have the name on
Well,
some
yeah,
of it.
Oliver's down there, sat behind him. He sat behind him all day, knows his venue. He fancied the peg this morning when he drew it, and I think he's in a really good position to make this late charge. So there we have it. This is Sandra. She watches Alan at every World Championships. She's watching him today. Sandra is very, very famous for the Alcanunt clothing, which most of these anglers will wear at some time or other, or even wearing today as well. So I hope he wins for you, Sandra.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Well, here we go. Here we go. 15 minutes of this match left now, and it's been a ding-dong all day between Simon Fry and Jack Turner. And if you look at them both, they're both actually playing carp. We were just off air, we were just saying, I can't believe nobody's caught a fish this last 10-15 minutes, and just as we said that, Simon struck and also Jack, both at the same time. One of these fish, I think now at this late stage, has got £60,000 on its head. A £60,000 bounty on a carp's head. But I did speak too soon, because Tom Edwards has also hooked a fish. It's under his net. It's under his net. Take your time with this, Mr. Fry. Take your time. 3 of the current leaders as we stand are all playing fish. Yeah, Simon Fry's net it is, that's 1 down. And I'm led to believe at this very, very late stage now in the match, Alan Scotton, 5 times world champion, has just hooked another fish over on the bar. He's pulling and tugging. I'm trying to watch both of them here to see who gets this fish in first. Jack's been playing this quite a while now, so possibilities it could be foul hooked. I don't think it is. Here he goes. Oh, it's very close. Oh, there we go. It's shoveled. It's in. One thing what never, ever, ever ceases to amaze me with this match, we always have a really, really close, tight finish to these matches. And not a big weight affair today, not by any stretch of the imagination, but what a brilliant match. You know, what more could you ask for in, you know, high-class quality match fishing, that 5 or 6 anglers, all with an hour to go, or with even half an hour to go, all in with a shout are walking away as 2021 final champion. And Tom's netted, not a massive fish, but a fish at this stage is going to tip the balance one way or the other. I know it is. Simon Fry's not caught any more fish. Jack Turner's not caught any more fish. There's Tom just slipping it into his net. It's just like a game of tennis. Yeah, we've got 7 minutes of this match. 7 minutes of this match left now. Tom Edwards has just caught a fish. Alan Scotton's just caught a fish. Simon Fry has just hooked another fish as we speak. This is now more like tennis than football. It's football, more like tennis, more like, well, if it were football, it'd be end to end. It's like tennis. One bank, the other bank, he catches, other one catches. It's fish for fish in this last 15-20 minutes. I'll tell you what, the nerves are gonna be seriously jangling with these 2 or 3 anglers on this bank. I think a few of them might know now that they possibly aren't it, but it's all to play for here. Is this, and I keep saying it, is this the fish that put £60,000 and Simon Fry's name on that Match This trophy? All I can say is, what a match. Come on, Simon. How his friends and family have all come up watching him today. And one of his best mates, an all-round good guy, Darren Cox, he's sat behind him, he's his bank runner. And I know for a fact that they share all their winnings, so I'm sure Darren's hoping Simon walks away with a nice check and trophy. Here we go, it's somewhere near, it's in. Is it going to be enough? What a fish, well done, Simon. I think we should have another hour of this match, the way it's shaping up. Unbelievable, less than 5 minutes of this match to go, and we've said it's like a game of tennis. It's more like an heavyweight boxing match at the minute, because Simon Fry and Jack Turner are going blow for blow with fish here, and they're literally fighting it out with Tom Edwards and Alan Scotton on that other bank, who's going to be a winner. And as you see, you can see that Jack is now playing another fish. Is Simon Fry going to reply? He's just struck, he's missed a bite, Simon. I'm looking over the camera and I can see Simon's just struck at another bite and missed. But Jack's got a fish. Tom Edwards has just netted a fish on the other bank as well. What a match, what a match. It's unbelievable, it's unbelievable. I'm sorry we didn't catch that on camera, but Tom Edwards has just had another fish over on the wood bank. We're concentrating here on Jack playing his fish. Well, there is now literally 2 minutes of this competition left. We're still seeing Jack playing that fish. Can anybody now catch a fish in this last 2 minutes? What's going to give him the title? There's Simon Fry, he's just cast in. Is he going to hook one in this final few moments of Match This 2021? There's Tom Edwards, he's just chucked out. Is he going to catch another fish? Is Alan going to catch another fish? I don't know whether Alan is. I really don't. Tom Edwards is now pushing these people close. It's going to be neck and neck, and Tom's going to be one of the last people to weigh in when the weighing starts, and Simon is going to be the first. As I look up onto the stage, and Bob Dyer is getting almost ready with the air horn to finish this match. Well, there we have it. 60 seconds of this match now remain. Jack is still playing this fish. It's either a really big fish or it's a potential foul look fish, which he's got. Flag goes out the water for Jack. 10 seconds left. Here's the countdown, it's happening. Well, there you have it. The match is over, but Jack is still playing this fish. He has 15 minutes to get it in. We've got to stay with this now before the weighing starts. Everybody, this could have £60,000 riding on it. Well, the match is now finished and Jack is still playing it, and there we go. It's in the net. If this is a really, really big fish, I don't know which way this match is going to go. So we'll get round to the weigh-in and see who's going to be walking away with that cool £60,000 and Match This Champion 2021. So yeah, been a brilliant last half an hour.
Mate, it's fished brilliantly.
Yeah.
It's a tough day today.
It has been a tough day,
and
mate.
every
Yeah.
bite's counted. We only had 2 bites in the first hour and a bit. Hit them both, got them out, good fish. And he's just kept plugging away. You think it's never going to go under, all of a sudden it just goes under.
It just goes. We've watched it. We've watched the match unfold. It's been brilliant to watch from both Banks and Jack. It's been good. Simon, you want to come in here a minute? That's a definite true professional if I've ever seen one. He wants to see what he's finally weighed.
What do you thought, Si?
Yeah. 10 kilo, 300.
More than you thought.
It's 50 pound.
£50.
Simon, just come here a minute. Come here a minute. You can even bring your lovely wife in if you want, if she wants to come on with him. No. Come on, Paula.
Just watch those there.
Come on, Paula. Come on. Simon, you fished a brilliant
Cheers,
match there,
Andy.
mate, I must
Cheers,
say. We watched that and it's been hard. It's not been easy. But when it's not easy, that's when the better anglers come to the top. You've had a great game plan, mate. You've stuck at what you've done.
Yeah, just stuck with it. And it just came on in the last, literally half an hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
We've had 5 in the last 40 minutes.
First away in. It's a long wait while we finish off over there.
We'll see.
But good luck, mate. Hope you've done well.
Thank you.
We're going to move up because Jack Turner is about to weigh in now. Great match, Jack. You've just fished Waggler.
It's only thing I get bites on, really.
It's not been an easy match, but it's been a proper fishing match.
I think it was one of them, just keep at it.
Yeah, just keep at it, and that's what you've done, mate. So it's very, very close. There's a few people in with a shout here.
No, I think I'm quite a bit short.
You think you're a bit behind?
Yeah, definitely.
You running another one?
You what? Nah, just check it, but I don't think so.
Right, second weigh coming in here.
10 kilo.
Looking around about 10 kilos.
10 kilos.
10 kilos exactly. 10 kilos dead, I don't know.
No. 18 kilo.
I think it gives him 8, is it?
18 kilo.
18 kilos, 425 grams. So, great match, Jack.
Cheers,
well
Andy.
done, mate.
Thank you very much.
You
Cheers.
Hey, don't get me wrong, you might still be in the money yet with
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Simon Fry is still the leader after these two. Right, well, we have come up from the weigh-in down there and we've come to see Dave Scott. Dave, well done, mate. You fished a great match.
Cheers, mate. It was hard. I've managed to have a few on the Waggler. I've had a couple on the Method, but it's, last hour was the best.
I think the fish have been more to your right, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been more up where Simon Fry was, but it was all right. I've enjoyed myself.
Yeah,
so,
great final. You'll want to get back now, won't you?
Yeah, hopefully. See what happens.
Well, you know, you buy your tickets, you take your chances, but like I said it this morning at the draw, like, you know, once you've got to that final, you'll always want to get back to another one, but you might be, I don't know whether you might be in with a shout section or something.
I think I've clicked 35,
yeah.
So yeah.
I think you're just a little bit behind.
A little bit behind. Need another 1 or 2 fish, decent fish on the Waggler towards the end, but the wind got up and I couldn't.
Well, at one stage we come up here and we saw you catch 3 and 3 casts.
Yeah, I had a good.
And we thought, oh, hello, here we go, here we go. Dave Scott's coming on a bit of a charge here, like, so yeah.
Yeah, the wind got up and then I couldn't really fish it out. I wanted to, but it's been a good day. So.
Well, they're coming up. We're going to let you weigh in, Dave. Well done.
Thanks,
all your friends and family have been here. Look at them all. They're all waving up there like they've supported you all along.
They've been brilliant.
And your family as well. So that's great. It's great to watch them. It's great for them.
Yeah.
As it is for you. I'll give him a wave. There we have 18 kilos, 750 for Dave Scott. Simon Fry, still leader. Here we go. Matt Higgins to weigh in. Matt could possibly push Simon Fry. We've just had a little quiet word with him before the weigh-in and he don't think he's going to challenge Simon Fry. But we can but see. Is Matty about to weigh in? He's got another couple of fish in his other net. No, I don't think it's going to be enough. He's certainly not going to have 23 kilos. So Simon Fry looks like he's still leading with 2 people to go. 2 people to go. We've got Alan Scotton. Just spoke to Alan as well on the way up. He don't think he's got what Simon's got. In fact, he knows he hasn't. So I think it's just going to be a little bit of a fish off or a way off now between Tom and Simon Fry. I don't actually know if Simon's actually come round yet. And it is Tom Edwards. He could potentially beat Simon Fry. He don't think he's got enough, but I think this is going to be very, very, very close. Very close. First weigh.
First weight, 11 kilos, 175.
It's close this, Tom, isn't it? 11 kilos on his first weigh. This is very, 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 very close. It's enough. Tell you what, this is close. Oh, it's not enough.
Unlucky Tom.
21 kilo exactly for Tom Edwards.
No.
You don't think he's done enough?
Nowhere near.
No.
He'll have 15 kilo. No, he won't.
15 kilo.
Right, here he is.
30 pound.
What a great guy.
12 kilo.
All right.
Well done, mate. No.
Well, look who we've got here. Current leader. This is the only man that could potentially beat you, Simon.
Well, what do you know?
What do you know? Simon?
Yes.
You are now potentially one weighing away from being 2021 Match This champion. Is your heart fluttering a bit?
I'm pretty chilled out, Andy.
You do look chilled. I've never seen a man as chilled out in my life as what Simon is here.
Yeah, I've got to get on the ferry.
You've just got to get on the ferry, but you could be getting on the ferry £60,000 better than 2021 Match This champion. The tension.
Yeah.
I've never known a man as calm in my life. Oh, there's no in that one, son. Oh. So there we have it. I'm sure, as everybody here will tell you, I think our new Match This 2021 champion is Simon Fry. Here's the champion. Simon, what are you going to say?
I'm over the moon, mate.
Yeah,
fantastic.
you are, mate. Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Cheers, boys.
Here he is, our 2021 champion.
bless you, mate.
Well done. Oh, I'm really proud of you, mate.
Oh, mate.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Couldn't happen to a nicer bloke, I might say. What a fantastic performance. We've watched him all day. He's fished a brilliant, brilliant match. And I can't wait to get that trophy on stage, Simon. Well done. Oh, look at that. Simon, turn this way. Turn this way. Give him a nice cuddle now. Go on, give him a nice cuddle. Oh, come on, what we got to say, Mrs. Fry? Come on, what's a bit of you on here?
Literally, it's not very often, but I really am speechless.
She's never speechless.
He's actually said that a few times.
Oh, I literally can't believe it. Oh my God.
Our 2021 Maver Match This Grand Final champion with 23 kilos, 350 grams, collecting £60,000, Simon Fry! Just hold it for a minute and hold that up. Wait to yourself. 2021 champion Simon Fry! Get out of there. Well, what can I say? 2021 Match This Final champion Simon Fry.
Well done.
Well done, mate.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a feeling.
It's just brilliant, mate. You fished a brilliant match, Simon. I really
Cheers,
have.
Andy, yeah.
We've watched it all day. It's been a bit nip and tuck.
Yeah.
A few people, but
Just thrashed the pellet waggler to death all day, pretty much, and they turned up with 40 minutes to go.
yeah, we watched that last half an hour. It was just like two heavyweight boxers in there and giving it the big one. But you came through with a knockout blown it and two fish near the end.
Yeah.
Sealed it for you. £60,000.
Nice, very nice.
Nice
That'll
trophy
do nicely.
to go, Les.
Yes,
Your name will be etched on that trophy
Yeah.
forever. The money you spend it, but the trophy, your name will be on it for an
Fantastic,
eternity.
mate,
It
yeah.
really will. And you're off to Ireland now, Simon?
Off to Ireland now,
Yeah.
as in right now.
He's straight
Yeah,
off to Ireland from here. And
we got to leave and try and catch a ferry from Birkenhead. So we're going to hot foot it over there.
Well,
straight away, yeah.
I'm sure you'll get there because no doubt you'll be floating on air as you get there, reminiscing the match with Darren. So what more
Fantastic,
can I say?
mate.
Simon,
Really appreciate it.
well done, mate. A worthy 2021 Match This Final champion, Simon Fry.
Cheers, mate.